What's up, everybody? We lost some people. They're like, I am not sticking around for all these graphics and stuff. I lost Jessica somewhere. She's actually on the phone with Lucy. Lucy and the other kids, they are staying at my sister's tonight. And Lucy, if you did not know, is a humongous fan of her mom and dad. And ever since the incident in the pool back in January, she has been a little clingy. And so we're just trying to be patient with her. I mean, I've been a little clingy too, I'm not going to lie. So that was quick. Did you talk to her?
Yeah.
Awesome. So we've got Vicky is in the house this evening. We've got Toynese, Sunshine, Badges, and more all the way up in Canada. We've got Kristen Jones, Tom King.
Hi, guys.
There's some new channel that's chatting here too. Life with Joe and Jess. You know who they are?
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of a, but she's pretty hot.
Did we talk to Tom King? Hey, Tom King.
Oh, and we jumped.
We didn't jump. It just slowed down a little bit. Amanda, Georgia Flips, what's up? Kiwi Girl, what's up?
Tom had 2 cortisone shots today.
Ooh.
Not so fun. Not so fun.
Hello,
It doesn't
Regina.
sound fun at all, Tom.
Hello, Regina. Hello, Michelle.
What's up, Michelle?
It's good to see you guys. I know it's going to take some time probably for our chats to get as big as they were on the Family Flips channel, and I'm okay with that. We can just enjoy the more intimate style conversations.
Yes. And we're okay. I mean, it's like this channel is not about the numbers. If we were about the numbers, we would have just kept everything on one channel because a lot of our videos are getting less views on this new channel than they were in the other one. So it's not really about the views, but it can get fun with larger numbers.
Did y'all watch the April Fool's video? Let me know, because I thought it was pretty funny.
Let us know in the chat if you have or you have not watched the unboxing video that we put out today, because we don't want to spoil it for anybody because it was the craziest box that I have ever opened before. But Tom, this is one of the cameras here. I've got a little light on the top of it, and it makes it handy because I can just turn it on. I don't have to worry about trying to get new lights.
So fancy.
And then Tom, I'll send you a message later because there's probably some people that, I got some B footage when we were coming down here tonight, flying it downtown. And it gave me a special message on the little screen. This is my
He's so excited,
control
y'all.
pad.
Just humor him.
Yeah.
He's been stoked about this forever.
I have. This is the drone. This is my new baby. And I like it. I haven't slept with it because I will probably break it.
Y'all just humor him and tell him it's cool.
Yeah. I've got to,
cool,
do the little things. But, that's it. I'm having a lot of fun with this thing today. I got it fixed, Tom. I was messaging Tom earlier, and because when I recorded, the kids weren't there. I don't know if y'all know, we filmed it in several vlogs where the kids, Lucas especially, just loves the garbage truck. That every Thursday the garbage people come, and like Lucas is like, whoa, like he's excited. So like,
watch out for your spinnies.
So Thursday is like the day. Well, they weren't there because they were going to get groceries and different kinds of stuff. So I broke out the drone and I recorded them going up and down the block, picking up all the trash so that I could show them, and they were excited. So Vicky, I'm not gonna wreck this drone. It makes me too nervous. I fly it too high. I've been flying like probably, I don't know, at least 150 feet in the air. I got up to 384 feet today, which is high. That's high. And that's where my cutoff is. I don't want to get it too much higher than that because the wind is higher. The higher, wind. Continue with the hellos.
Chinese wants to know if we're having a nice Thursday. It's been a very eventful one. It's been a very eventful one. One thing I do like about COVID is like curbside. I don't like COVID, but one of the benefits is that I can take all 3 of my kids to like 6 different stores and never have to actually get them out of the car. So I had to do a lot of errands today. They went with me. They were awesome. Treated them to Chick-fil-A. It's pretty cool. And then I worked pretty much all afternoon. So it's a good Thursday, a productive one. Some days for me, I have some like hormonal imbalances and stuff. It's just really unfortunate because like I'm one of those like goal oriented like people and I like to be doing things, but then my body just doesn't want to cooperate with me. So I'm very thankful for the days that I feel okay and that I'm super productive, so on and so forth. Hello, Hometown Liquidation. Good to see you. It looks like most people have watched the video released today. If you have not, I highly recommend that you do. I will say I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
What up, TJ? Just got home from stupid work. That's stinks.
Man, it's late. It's like 8 o'clock for you. So you were late today.
Listen, Maria and Martin, if you bought the bamboo stick for $2, it would cost more to ship it to you than it would for the actual stick.
What were y'all thinking? During that time, I know some people at that point in time, some people were like, there's something going on here. But I want to know who got as far as the bamboo stick before you're like, this is not right.
Casinos, the closest casino Georgia flips is, you want to be called Georgia or Kent? I don't know. Just let me know.
An hour away.
Yeah, it's like an hour away. We're Fort Smith or something like that?
Yeah, but it's pretty close. No, it's in Pine Bluff, but it's pretty close to an airport, so it's probably restricted airways. So we probably won't be flying down there.
Garbage got a panic jump. I forgot to put it up. Luckily, ours comes like mid-morning, so we don't have to worry about it.
Now it's like noon. They don't come until noon now. It used to be like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And last year, we took it kind of easy the first 3 months of COVID. And there were times where like I'd be shipping and I'm like, oh crap, I forgot about the trash.
We even have some vlogs like that where he's like filming and then he's like, the trash. It's pretty funny. Angel says that she was thinking that I was Mary Poppins. A spoonful of sugar.
When were you doing that?
When we were pulling out the stick.
Oh yeah, that was pretty neat. We had a lot of fun with that. That was our editor Kate's idea.
Yeah, she came up with the idea to do one, and I was like,
yeah, we had our monthly, production meeting last Friday, and she's like, I had this idea, and we're like, let's do it. Some people are probably going to be mad.
Most people, everyone took it very well. So I was really excited about that. Kiwi Girl says that she thought she had accidentally returned her broomstick to Amazon. Kristen was bamboozled till the cat.
That's funny.
Hello, Candy. Good to see you.
That's funny.
Hometown Liquidation says they were concerned that someone put a toaster on a liquidation pallet with toast in it.
Yeah, it was work getting the butter soft enough to stick on the toast, but not too hot to where it melted. So, it was a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, Life with Jess says, hey to Life with Joe and Jess. What?
I think maybe that's what inspired me because I knew I like the ring of this somewhere. And I think that maybe you planted a seed in us. And at the same time, if you're like, I can't believe they took that name. We're not 100% committed to the name. We just haven't put a.
She thinks we're copying.
Yeah. But there's lots of there's a few people.
Let's see. Vicky, people do get very upset with things that I wouldn't think would be upsetting. I've learned a lot from good-hearted people who've told me like, hey, you probably shouldn't say that because in this culture it's not or whatever. So I don't know.
It does have, normally we don't get like that many dislikes until like we get to like 5,000-6,000 videos. But we had like 700 views and there were already 6 dislikes. So people were like, ha, you suckers. I don't like you. I don't like you.
What's up, Trey?
Yeah. And then even
Trey, I can't guarantee that I won't do anything crazy. I can't.
I just wonder how closely people watch videos, because there was a video that Jessica and I did, the general merchandise bargain bin supply mystery box that had a bunch of jewelry in it. And at the beginning of the unboxing, we're like, we'll go over more jewelry at the end. Like we'll show you pieces, which we did. And somebody commented, y'all need to stick to your word that you said you were going to show jewelry and you never did. I don't know why I use that phrase. You need to be people of your word and remember what you say and stick to it. And I'm like, did you watch the video? Like, there was a good minute and a half dedicated to just opening up jewelry. So I don't know. I don't know.
Life with Jess gives us her blessing.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This is mostly people that already know us and stuff. But if you're watching, if you're on here and you're watching, and you've never been to a live stream of ours before, this is a family meeting. We talk about lots of different things. When we were part of the Family Flips, and we're still willing to do that now, we answer liquidation questions. We talk about liquidation climate or reselling climate.
Yeah.
The only thing we don't really address here is anything super controversial and political, because we want this to be a safe place for everyone to just be and be part of a community.
Yes.
So.
What's up, Duncan? All the way from down under.
Down under.
It's like 5 a.m. there. Is it 10 hours, 12 hours, 12 hours?
I don't know.
14 hours?
I would assume it would depend on where.
No, they're 14 hours. So it's like 9 a.m. I was Tuesday when he commented when I went live at 2:30 that he was on like at 3 and it was 5 a.m. then. So it's like 9 a.m. then. So he's probably had a couple cups of coffee. If you drink coffee. I haven't, Duncan. I'll do so now.
We're doing it now. We're doing it now.
Yeah. I try to stay off the Facebook and the YouTube as much as possible.
The Facebook and the YouTube. Man, y'all. I normally have so many things to talk about, and now I'm just sitting here like, what? What am I supposed to talk about, Joe? Somebody lead me into something. Someone like lead me.
Spirit lead me where my feet are without. Is that the?
No, that's not how it goes.
I mean, I had it in my head, and then it came out. I'm like, that's not how it goes.
So I've been learning about a thing. Sunshine just said something about sleeping in. I've learned about a thing, and I don't know very much about it. So this is my new research project. It's called the Infraredian Rhythm. So you know about the circadian rhythm, right? Most people do when you think about like wake and sleep cycles, right? It's really based on like, your body knows to release melatonin at a certain time. So you kind of like, I don't know, like you're kind of like your body knows based on a rhythm, like what time to fall asleep. And that's why you start to fall asleep. And a lot of people wake up at the same time every day. It's your circadian rhythm. Well, there is this other rhythm. It's a new buzzword among like psychologists and stuff, but it's called the infraredian rhythm, which is hormonal based. Now, I know I mentioned in the beginning of this video, this live video, that I do have some severe hormonal imbalances that really cause a lot of issue in my day-to-day life. So I've been researching about this infraredian rhythm and how to adjust my lifestyle and my goals according to where my hormones are throughout a month. So that's something that I'm working on. If anybody has any information on that, I would be happy to receive it, because basically I stumbled across it at one point in time, and now I haven't really had time to really sit down and like super research it. So yes, Sunshine, you got promoted.
You've been with us for like 8 or 9 months. You're dedicated. I think you understand what we like.
See, really
acceptable.
The thing is that we have moderators that are on here. Before it was a lot of like reselling moderators, but these are now vetted people because our channel is not just based on reselling now.
Yeah,
it's people who know about our culture and what we want to create. So if you've been here long enough and you kind of know what is acceptable, what's not acceptable, and you know the culture we're trying to create, we're starting to add more blue.
Yes.
A zip line. I want a zip. Why didn't you get a pallet with a zip line from me? I love zip lines. Not that I couldn't source my own.
Did y'all see the guy in Gatlinburg? TJ, I'm sure you heard about it. You're like an hour and a half, I think, from Gatlinburg. He's on a little roller coaster thing that you drive down the mountain on. It looks like a little go-kart on a track. It's not really a roller coaster. He flew off the thing. Like, he flew off. I guess he got to going around too fast, and he flew off. I think that's why I don't ride those things, because that's a big fear of mine, is that, like, I'm going to fly off.
I'm acceptable. That's what you
Who's
said.
Acceptable?
That's what you said. I think that's what you said to Sunshine.
Is that what I said?
You're acceptable. You're acceptable.
I don't know what I meant. Acceptable wasn't an exact word.
Sorry,
it was something much better than exceptional. If you've been watching us as long as you have, my brain does things. Words just come out that I don't even mean. Like, I mean other words.
Are we taking a break from listing over Easter? We generally do not list on the weekends. Because, we could totally fit it into our lifestyle and everything. But, because our work hours are so flexible, so sometimes, we don't have a 9 to 5. We don't clock in at 9 o'clock, work until 5, and then come off. Like, sometimes, like on some days, like I'm homeschooling in the morning, then Joe takes over homeschooling. Sometimes something happens, and maybe Whitney has, like yesterday, Whitney had a doctor's appointment, so she, wasn't able to work. So we have that luxury of being able to rearrange. As long as we get specific milestones and goals done throughout the week, we really try not to do too much work on the weekends, especially like if the kids are wanting some attention, or to be, kids first, family first. And then if everybody's like, because for us, we're kind of unusual in that we don't need set family time because we're around each other all the time. Yeah. Sometimes for us, we need to schedule time where we are not around each other.
Yeah.
And for me, that's usually like when I go to CrossFit or I come here to the office, and I do after the kids go to bed. Joe, most of the time, actually puts the kids to bed for me, which is, he's a wonderful man for that. Every once in a while I'll do it, but for the most part, Joe does it. We do share a lot of the responsibilities. I don't ever feel like that housewife that has to do everything.
I did see a quote recently, and it kind of made me mad. I don't know. Maybe it triggered me, as some people would say. But it was just an article going around, like that a lot of, I don't know if I want to go down this track or not. It was an article. A lot of psychologists now are saying that women need, like wives, need to have like their own vacation by themselves. And to me, it's just like men, like, and a part of that is cultural, like cultural expectations when it comes to monetary gain and having money for the family. But also, like, there's a lot of men out there that, like, I think it's changing. But guys, like, if you're out there, you don't have really, I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say without treading the water. Maybe I should just say it. There's probably a lot of men out there that probably need to step up and do more around the house, do laundry, cook dinner, take care of the kids, put the kids to bed, get them ready for school, those types of things. I don't know. If that's none of you, all you guys that watch our channel, all of you are like pretty good dudes. I don't know why I went there. That's just where my mind went. So.
I was like, oh, snap. Somebody got called out. It wasn't me. Yeah, no. But so for us, a lot of the time, like we will work on the weekends. It's not like we will not work on the weekends. But, if we haven't had a lot of time, like dedicated time, all together, and the kids really want that, then that comes first. So I am taking Lucy on a date this weekend. She and I are going on a mommy-daughter date. Haven't quite decided what we're going to do yet, but she requested.
It'll be me and Lucas.
Yep, because Jolene will be at her dad's house. Yeah. So we might do.
Wow, what are we going to do?
I don't know, something fun.
Or if I can talk him into flying a drone.
Oh, I bet you can.
And then Sunday we're going to my mom's house. She's got like 30 acres in Cabot, and I want to explore her land from the air.
Oh, thanks, Life with
Maybe
Jess.
I'll get some video of them hunting.
Trey,
eggs.
I did not see what you said. You'll have to say it again because I somehow I missed it.
That is nice. I saw that.
What, TJ? What? Do you fly your drone after that? Like after seeing like something?
No, not his drone. Not his the little roller coaster.
Oh, the zip line. I don't know why I thought we were talking about the drone. I'm like, so like in my head, you're like flying your drone, and then you saw somebody like fall off of something, and then okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Yes, Life with Justice. We do have a partnership, but I'm the funnier one.
She's way funnier than I am. And Duncan, we don't really like. Our business is unique is that we created it from the very beginning to be self-sustaining, meaning that if we didn't do stuff in the business, like that it would still continue. Because long-term, we want to be able to travel, do things. So we actually have a full-time employee that does the majority of the listing for us. We have a virtual assistant that takes care of a lot of administrative stuff that I don't have to. And then we actually have another full-time employee. And I can't wait for y'all to meet Dedrick.
Y'all will love him.
Dedrick used to work for us for about, 6, 7, 9 months. A couple years ago when we had our warehouse, he is starting the end of this month or the beginning of next month. So we're going to have 2 full-time lists. Well, I wouldn't say 2 full-time listers because Whitney, she works, I guess she lists for about 25 hours a week. Sorry, I burped. And then she watches the kids for around 15 hours a week. But Dedrick, he'll be straight listing. So I fully expect the sales goals that we've been wanting to hit for a while will take off, which is more stuff that we can buy and box for you guys.
Melanie, why you gotta start stuff about the Titanic?
There's always the Titanic.
I could go off about the Titanic.
We are going to Branson in
June?
In May, then
end of May?
Beginning of June. I can't wait to take my drone there.
Do you have to have a Missouri
I don't know.
Anybody know? What's the rules there?
I think the FAA license should do.
Jesse Cox took their lunch break early to watch that video when we posted it, and totally got riled off of the April Fool's joke. Ripped off. Riled off and ripped off mean 2 different things, but ripped off makes sense. You're welcome, Jesse. You're welcome. Let's see. Get some pizza, Joe.
No, pizza. I used to like pizza. We had Pizza Tuesday, and we're like on a 2-day hangover from the pizza.
Pull up your picture. How do I pull up your picture? What are we talking about, Trey? You said to pull up your picture. What are we doing? What are we talking about? On Facebook? I need to know.
I don't know. I said pull up a picture. I did the thing. Which picture on Facebook? Oh, is it 7 o'clock? Speaking of which, let me see if I can find it on here. I think we can access
I was
Instagram.
trying to read the rest of the stuff. Now I can't see my own face, and I can't see the chat because Joe took it and did.
I don't know if y'all know, if y'all watched Extreme Unboxing, but Blake, who goes by he used to go by WBK Ultra, and now he's WB No Block on YouTube. And you're not gonna log me in. Anyways, he's on Instagram. He is having like a little resellers competition. And if you were active in the Facebook group earlier this week, we had the first round. Oh, this is not. I may not be able to do it. Maybe I'll just share it in the chat. But anyways, he is the second round of the competition. I believe it just started. So those of you that are watching that have Instagram, we need some help in going to vote. I think it may be live. I don't know if the voting, I think it started at 8 o'clock. And I don't know if it's live yet. But we need some help voting for us, guys, so that we can
puts it in his stories.
Yeah, it's in his stories. I think we can share it once we get on here. And at least you can see his channel name. And I'll even put it in the, the voting is live. Round 2 started. And, but I don't know, there's like, I don't know if it's like a popularity contest. We'll share it real quick. And y'all can see. And it may not have started for us. It started for some people. Good job, Jessica. You got logged in.
I win.
You did. All right. So that's his Instagram thing, and it's in his stories. He has little things that pops up. You can vote for 24 hours. And I'm not sure if we are live yet to vote for us or not. But it'd be super cool. We'd appreciate it if you guys did.
Yeah, do it. It'd be fun. Let's see. Maria, his beard comb is in the car, I believe. Did you leave it in the car?
I did. I meant to grab it when I grabbed my water bottle, but I forgot. I think I was still on edge from flying my drone downtown.
Would you like me to go get it for you?
I'll be okay.
Okay.
I'll be okay.
Just don't touch all the buttons.
I'll try not to push the buttons.
If only the Titanic had a drone, they would have seen the iceberg.
They would have seen it. You're so right.
What's up, Mary Alice? Good to see you. I saw your comment. I saw your comment on the video, and then I saw the edit at the bottom. That one made me laugh.
Everybody's waiting for this new source.
Let's see. What's up? Let's see. I'm trying to.
Not a pretty girl.
I'm trying to remember. See, I know who you are.
Yes,
but I can't name. Dang, I remembered it last time. See, Cat.
Is it Cat?
It is Cat. High five. What's up, Cat?
And Duncan, that's not really. I mean, outsource everything and sit back and collect the. That's not exactly, the idea. We just want to build something. Like a lot of people, we want to own a business. We don't want the business to own us. Like, a lot of people, they quit their jobs and become resellers only to find that they are a prisoner to the grind. Because, if you stop buying and you stop listing, then your funds are going to go down. And that's just not fun. Like I left a successful career as a restaurant manager, multi-unit manager. Yes. Like at one point, I had over 500 employees. I ran 14 stores, like successful. But I left all that to have a business of my own, to where I had the freedom to be able to do things in life. And a lot of people, they leave those. They have aspirations to own their own job, to become an entrepreneur, and then fail to realize that, I'm stuck. I'm here. I'm a slave. Like I've got to list, ship, buy, list, ship, buy, list, ship, buy, list, ship, and it becomes a dreaded cycle where there is no time off. And we set it up from the very beginning. I think when we hit the reset button, we're like, we're going to do this. We're going to take less money for a while, but we're going to set it up to where it is ours, and we have the freedom to actually do what we wanted to do.
Because really, ultimately, it was never our dream to be resellers. Like we were never like, oh, I dream to be this reseller or whatever. Like our dream was to live a life of freedom. And so we were worried, especially when we started growing this business, and it was just the two of us, that would not be possible with this. And so the only way that we were able to get what we truly dreamed about was the freedom to be able to go out to the garden, to take vacations, to be with our kids, stay home with them if they were sick, be able to educate them, and homeschool them and live this natural life. Like all of those things are part of this bigger dream, and reselling is just a vehicle for us to get there. So we wanted to set it up in a way that we could still do that while getting more, like, you know what I mean? But a lot of times when you grow, forward motion doesn't always look like just this positive thing. So like for us, when we decided to grow, we did take a lot less and had to live a lot more frugally in the beginning, you know, so that we could invest more into the business to allow it to grow to a point that it could sustain something like what we're doing now. And we're not done. Like we have more that we want to do, but it's a slow, steady process. It really requires a lot of discipline. And the bigger that we grow, the more pressure is put on the parts of us that really, you know, like for example, I know Michelle was talking about fixed and growth mindsets. You know, I don't think a lot of people are like, oh, I have a growth mindset. Oh, I have a fixed mindset. Most people, if they have a fixed mindset, they're not going to admit it. But
they don't even know that
they probably don't even know they have it. But we fall somewhere on a spectrum, and it's in different parts of our lives that we can have. Like I can have growth mindsets in a lot of things, but then have fixed mindsets in other things. And so, and same thing with like, you know, certain skills like discipline or intentionality or, you know, things like that. I feel like a lot of times, you know, the more that I grow, the more pressure is put on these parts that I'm like, if I want to grow anymore, I have to work through this. I have to figure it out in a way that doesn't shut me down or shame me or make me want to give up. Like I have to encourage myself to grow in those ways, which is very difficult. So this slow and steady process may not necessarily be about the dollar signs and the analytics, but a lot of times it's about us personally. And things that we have to deal with in order to be able to sustain the growth, if that makes sense.
Yes.
That got way deeper than I intended, but I can't help it. Like I like to.
The voting is live. I just got the notification. The voting is live
for the WBK Ultra.
Yeah. If I can even get to it now. Okay,
here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna try to catch up now, y'all.
Take it back now, y'all.
One hop this time. The conversation goes quiet while I'll go to vote. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, Kat said we got it. Woo!
We got what? Oh, yes.
Let's see. Okay, do it, Trey. Hello, Miss Miller.
Hello.
I just really like saying that. It just flows right off. I just love Miss Miller. 500 employees must have been a huge headache.
That was the 29 managers. That was, you know, that was the headache, especially when like 6 of the stores were losing money. I was sold a job that wasn't quite the job. When I got into it, it was needing like, you know, Bar Rescue with John Taffert. It needed that for like almost all of the stores. And I wasn't quite at that skill set, nor was the owner actually wanting to actually fix the stuff. So it was a headache.
Thank you, Amy. I appreciate it. My new tattoo, okay, so this one up here says Day in You, and then this one down here says Tetelestai, which most people know. Well, not most people. I wouldn't say most people, but generally people know that as the last words that Jesus said on the cross. And I have like a whole thing about that. It's pretty cool. Maybe won't tell it today unless y'all want me to. But it's a pretty cool story. That's a pretty cool story. Let's see. I'm like trying to catch up at the same time, y'all. Joe's doing something over here.
I'm just trying to share it.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to vote, but
hello, Dolores.
I can't figure out how to vote.
I'm trying. For some reason, like I'm like the slowest reader now. I don't know. Duncan, who do we vote for again? Who do we vote for? Duncan?
I don't know, Duncan. You're a smart guy. You will figure it out.
Yeah, Duncan.
I just want to vote.
TJ did it. TJ did it. He posted it for you. Thank you, TJ. We appreciate it.
It's so confusing. It's Instagram stories. It's so confusing. Like, because it's
Joe couldn't
there
figure it
and
out.
then it's gone.
We thank you, TJ, who knows so much more about electronics than we
TJ,
do.
I do. I tried to use your swipe up thing earlier on your Instagram story, and it worked. But you should look into URL Genius. It's a deep linking service because when you post a link like in Facebook that takes you to like YouTube or another place, that it opens up into like a sub window because Facebook doesn't want you to leave the application, right? But deep URL or URL Genius, I'll share it with you. I'll send you the link. It will actually force open, like if you post a YouTube link, like in the Instagram thing where you swiped up and then swiping up would tell you, to go, like it opens up to somebody. The deep URL would actually force it to open up in YouTube to make it more user-friendly to people watch and engage with the video.
Suzanne, I'm sorry, is asking, how do I vote? It works if you have Instagram. TJ Lovelady, he posted the link there, and if you're interested,
click on his face.
I think he's a really cool guy. We were on Extreme Unboxing together, so we've developed a relationship through that. I really enjoy his content. So, when you go, you click on his face, literally, like you pull up this link that TJ has just posted, and then you click on his profile picture and the stories will pop up. There's a few different things, people to vote for. You're welcome to vote for any of those. But we are on one of them, and you can vote for us there.
If you just search, I know the link that was shared, like it makes it hard to, because it's just but it's WB No Block.
Oh, that's right. He changed it. I keep saying Ultra because that's where I know him from.
WB No Block. Just search that in Instagram. It'll bring up the guy.
If you'd like to vote for Joe and Jess.
And you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to do it. We're just, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
We made it to round 2 thanks to y'all. So
I was telling him.
Thanks, Duncan, for voting for us. Duncan.
Thank you, Duncan. Thank you.
I just feel like as we grow, now that our channels have kind of separated too, that, the family flips, I'd like to get us more involved back with the reselling community. I really enjoy the reselling community and like watching videos and stuff. So I think we should, I had so much fun. I don't know if you all had all seen it, but the what was it? The thrift battle?
Yeah.
With Primetime Treasure Hunter. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I was like, we should do this more often. So that's where we met Duncan.
It is.
That's where we met Duncan.
Yeah.
Joe's voting. We're supposed to be doing a live stream. Why are you voting?
Joey Bada Ding 22. I don't know. I got caught up.
It is Amanda. It is WBK No Block.
We're currently winning 60% to 40%.
No block.
Yeah.
We're losing?
We're winning 60 to 40%.
Winning. Yes. WB No Block. The K in the end.
Oh, yeah. WBK. I apologize. Don't let me put any letters or words together because
Vicky was like, that was a lot of fun.
Vicky, I haven't forgot about you. I'm going to send you a message after this about the items from the last unboxing that you were talking about. I still have them both. I didn't list them so that you had first dibs.
We got you.
Yes.
Melanie is asking. Okay, I just want to highlight this conversation because I love you, Melanie. I just want you to know, like, you make me laugh so much. I would love to meet you in person someday.
You got a sense of humor that would like jive with us. So yes.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Dom, who is the one who runs Primetime Treasure, he is the Primetime Treasure Hunter.
He is.
He is the Primetime Treasure Hunter. He's really cool. If you guys are into reselling, especially like vintage items and like sourcing, like thrifting and stuff, gosh, he's so cool.
Yeah.
I wish that I could do that stuff and I had the patience for that kind of stuff because he makes it look really cool. But he tried this thing with the thrift battle where he made his microphone like sound like Darth Vader, like "Let's get ready to rumble" kind of thing. Somebody didn't like it, and I'm pretty sure it was Duncan.
Yeah. Amanda, she got a new little. What are these little things called? Her little picture thing.
Avatar.
Yeah, is that an avatar? I like it.
I'm so sorry. I just highlighted the fact that you mentioned that you were social media illiterate. I was just trying to get a closer look at your avatar.
Since TJ, you're like so good at making videos, can you make a video for a tutorial? We need
click
that.
on Amanda.
Ow, my wrist, that hurt.
Did I do that?
No, my tendonitis or whatever it is.
Amanda, click on his profile picture.
Yeah.
And then stories will pop up. They're called stories. And there's multiple ones that you can vote for, but you can go through those. I think you just tap on it and it'll just go to the next one. What's up, Richard? What's up, Tall Pines?
What up?
Good to see y'all. Yeah, I will. Duncan, I'll do it. I will message him tonight.
I'm like, thanks. Thanks, dog.
You better be careful, Duncan. We'll make you blue and give you a wrench.
Yeah, I guess we made it to sweet 16. Why am I so country? I have no idea. Ever since that accent came out last week, I've just gone country. I'm going country, yeah. I don't know.
What? Beth, you were no longer subscribed.
I think it's a glitch. I don't know.
We can't unsubscribe anybody, I don't think. So
no, we can block you, but then you wouldn't even know that our channel existed.
Yeah. So
we do that to some people.
Well, it's usually people who are just really mean for no reason. You know, there's a difference between giving constructive criticism. We love that. Like there's people on there that like will say stuff, and especially if we get like a recurring feedback, we're like, okay, how do we make this better? Totally fine with that. If you don't like that I talk too much, I'm sorry. I'm going to do my best not to do that, and I'm going to try really hard because that's what growth is. We want to grow. But if you're like, you're dumb and your hair makes you look fat or something. Has anybody said that? No, I think I made that up. But
somebody asked recently if you were on drugs.
Me?
Like, is your wife on drugs?
Am I on drugs?
I'm like,
no, I'm just like this. I didn't know that. I guess I missed that comment.
They did. They're like, is your wife on drugs? And,
Oh, is it because of dance?
Probably. I don't know. Maybe I've grown overly sensitive. I don't know. I don't have time for those people anymore.
Joe just broke his wrist.
Actually, we went bowling in October of 2019. Yeah, 2019. September, October of 2019. September. It was September of 2019.
It was October.
It was one Saturday evening.
It was my friend.
And we went bowling, and I bowled all throughout my youth. I went to college on bowling scholarships and stuff. Like, I was a good bowler. And I went bowling with Jessica, and I was, throwing the ball down the lane, and like my wrist has not been right since. That's why if one of the episodes of Extreme Unboxing, I had to wear that wrist brace because it's like that. So like when I did, I don't know, it just started hurting. So
we were talking about comments. I don't get very sensitive about comments anymore, but Joe sometimes does.
They just make me mad, and I don't trust myself to not say something, so I have to block. I do. I don't trust myself because I'm the type of person like you making the comment about me shows way more about you than it does about me. And I'm like, and I don't trust myself when I get in a bad mood to not whoa.
As a highly relational person, I really thought I would be the one who had most of the struggle with the comments, but it's not. I mean, one time when Extreme Unboxing was announced, and they hadn't released it yet, but they had announced it, and A&E on their channel had posted some background, some promo videos type thing. There was a video of me and two other entities that were there, and there was only two females in this. It was me and this other girl, and she was, not an ounce of fat on her body, but I had just had two kids, and when did we start filming this? Beginning of 2019?
September 2009? August?
Of 2019?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Lucas was only a couple years old, and
Like a little over a year.
I was just starting to become aware of the hormonal issues that was making me have a hard time getting healthy. Like, I don't really have a problem with excess body fat, but just being tired and all that. Anyways, so somebody had said, it looks like she unboxed a pallet of Burger King, is what they said. And that one comment right there, because I had gone back and looked at it, and I like from the moment when I looked at it, from the moment that was filmed, like I looked totally different. Like I had really done a lot of work. And like I was like in my feelings for like 2 hours. Joe was really worried about me. Like I was
mad. I saw it like 2 days earlier, and I was like, please don't let Jessica see this, please.
Because we can't.
Because at that point,
we can't say anything. We cannot comment back. Like we can't say anything.
Not on their channel, but on ours we can.
But yeah, and so, but then I don't know, something like once I had that, like really, like almost like like it really messed me up. Like I was like in my feelings, like in my feelings, yeah. and then after that, like I kind of felt it, and and now every now and then, like maybe I'll get like a little, that hurts, but most of the time I'm just like, you know what, like I'm on camera and I'm putting my face on a screen for everybody and their mama to see. So it's like people are just not gonna like me, and so I've kind of gotten to that point. But the problem is that if people insult Joe, I still have a hard time with that. Like people can say whatever they want about me, and I'm like, okay. But when they insult Joe, I'm like, hold up now, let's talk about this.
Yeah, I think it bothers me most when people comment about me mixing up words and saying the wrong words. It's like, my brain, like I haven't been diagnosed. That's but I'd be golly, all those things. Picture this. It was Sicily, 2019. Mm-hmm. We went bowling, and
it was Sicily?
You missed the chat.
Oh, okay.
And picture this, Sicily, 2019. We were at downtown Little Rock. They had these bowling lanes and lots of cool people, And I brought my bowling balls because I'm like, I can't bowl with this stuff. I'm like,
I'm an awful bowler.
I left them in the car, and I was like, I'm not gonna do it. But then we got inside, and the lanes, they started speaking to me. So I ran out to the car, one ball at a time, to get my 3 bowling balls and shoes. And
meanwhile, I can't
came away with this mean old wrist injury. Yeah,
I can't. I have never in my life bowled a 3-digit score. That's how bad I am at bowling. Ms. Miller, I would tell you my sources, but my brother is a police officer, so the pharmacy?
You don't even have any prescriptions.
I don't, but if I needed to buy drugs, I guess that's where I'd buy them. Kroger? Yeah.
No, Harps.
Oh, Harps. Yeah, that's right. I did move my prescription refills to Harps.
When we get them.
Well, the last time I had them refilled was for Lucas. So
I do have a prescription out there that we can get for Lucas. Forgot about that. Yeah, forgot about that.
You may have to recall it in because it's been so long.
It has been.
I didn't know that he had another one. Good night, Candy. You're probably already gone, but good night. Have a great night. It was Sicily 2019.
Yeah.
Are you asking about the meaning behind this word? I have lots of tattoo stories, so I don't know which one you're talking about. Let me know. And if anybody else wants to hear it too, if not, I might just, I don't know, tell you. So let's see. Vicky was like, I thought we were going to get a long story.
I know. Do I do long stories?
We both do. We talk a lot.
I tell long stories.
So Kat says that you have to stretch first.
I know. I hate stretching. Oh, it sucks.
Duncan, I'm assuming that you're male, but I may be wrong. But it's totally different for dudes. The hormone thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like mine started after Lucy was born. Like my hormones somehow didn't go back to normal or something. I've had like 3 full panel blood work tests and all this other stuff. Everything is fine, but I get so there'll be, and it has a monthly cycle that it goes through. So that's why I highly suspect that it's hormonal, but there'll be like a week out of the month where, and I know one of the reasons why I'm not on all the live videos sometimes and everything like that is because I have a very limited amount of time. Because sometimes like my limbs are so heavy, I can't even get out of bed. Or like I'm having to homeschool sitting on the couch, like, and not moving. And I can't keep my eyes open, like to a point where like I can't even drive. But everybody that, doctors and stuff that I go to, they want to put me on specific medications, which I've been on before and haven't done well for me. So I'm trying to pinpoint exactly what's going on. I'm so much better today than I was like 6 months ago. And so I'm trying to pinpoint what parts of my lifestyle are affecting it the most. And I'm doing a lot better. It's just a lot longer process than popping a pill. So, yeah. I don't know why I said that like that. I've been watching way too much TikTok.
I know anytime that we talk about comments, it's like, don't let them bother you.
when I tried 10-pin bowling the ball went the wrong way. That's me, Duncan. I'm the same way.
Maybe you should stand the other way. Like, at the same time, like, those comments, they still hurt. Words still hurt. Like, they're still going to affect you, especially for something that, like, when I do something, like, when we do something, like, we're all in. Like, I'm not this, like, halfway kind of guy. If I'm halfway, I don't do it. Like, I don't know anything else but all the way. So when you spend so much time and energy and effort to try to be creative with something, and then people are like, la, 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 la. It's like, you just want to punch somebody. And I am under construction. I'm not perfect.
Ms. Miller goes and gets her drugs at the CVS.
Yeah.
That's a good source too. Yes, Beth, I don't know what the big deal is with people and weight. Like, really, it's nobody else's business but you and your doctors, really. And some people are, super thin and unhealthy.
Yeah.
And some people are super big and healthy. It's just, I'm really sorry that people can be so judgmental. I'm really sorry about that. And that's one of the things that I really try to work for. The more that our channel gains traction and stuff, just being really, open and honest with you guys, because I think that is important, but also protecting myself in ways that sometimes, like, for example, I will read comments on a video for the first 3, 4, maybe 5 hours, because all of you guys are usually the ones that watch that. And then I'll skim afterwards and try not to, and I'll look for y'all's names, really, and read what you guys write. But I try not to read too much into everybody else's, because usually once the video's been out for a couple of days, that's when the meanie butts come out.
They do.
So, haha, Richard, I know you're ex-law enforcement. Haha. There is no street corner pharmacist other than Walgreens. Actually, there is a street in Conway that has, on 3 corners of this very busy intersection, are all pharmacies. Is it?
They're here?
Yeah, CVS, Walgreens, and then a local one. So that's crazy. Okay, Vicky says that we don't do grandpa length stories. So.
That's good. A, B.
In Tall Pine says, I've always heard that the 3rd child produces a lot of extra hairs. Oh, I thought I was just getting old. I mean, I do get some hairs. Like, I get some eyebrow hairs once in a while. They're like 2 inches long. And I'm like, where the heck did you come from? Like, how are you that long? Do I have it? No, we were talking about birthing, like the hormones going crazy after birthing a child, and you're.
Yeah. Well, I heard that.
Well, I will say
like, 3rd child produces, like,
he was the best.
Stress.
He was the best.
Lucas, have you? Lucas, oh my gosh.
He was the best doodler ever.
We should share a picture or 2 of our birth.
I can do that. Let's see. Ears, chin. I do get some on my chin.
I know. Tell me about it. all these.
I'm like letting out all of my secrets.
I used to have Lucy.
I'm like letting out all of my secrets.
I used to have Lucy and Jolynn, but then Lucas came and he came in like a wrecking ball, man. He just cleared it all out.
I just, Richard, I just tried to avoid medication when I can. I'm not one of those people that's like, I will never get antibiotics, because I'm thankful that we live in a time period where we have them. I'm thankful that if I need surgery, I can get one. I'm thankful for, pain medications if I need it. But I always try to work with the source. I feel like a lot of times, and this is something we talk a lot about, I want to talk a lot more about, because I feel like, because medication is necessary for some people. I would never tell like a diabetic not to take their insulin. Like that's crazy, right? So, I think a lot of people have it. Most people in the naturopathic community, the people who try natural remedies, they are not fully, unless you're on Facebook, because people on Facebook, they don't count as like the I don't know, like the population of people. They don't really count in like Facebook groups most times because you're collecting people who think like you.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like in my experience talking to natural based people who are like me, nobody is fully against the use of medication or what we call allopathic or Western medicine. Nobody's really against it. We're all thankful for antibiotics and surgeries and all of these things that help make us better. But naturopathic or what we call homeopathic remedies, they help deal with the source of issues, right? So a lot of times, like I've been on lots of different medications that I've needed, and I'm thankful that I have had them. But I'm also at the same time trying to figure out what parts of my diet or exercise routine, or maybe I'm not getting enough sun. And so especially like when I start feeling depressive symptoms, I will like Joe will bring me a glass of water and make me sit outside like I'm a house plant that's dying or something, like, or he'll tell me to go for a walk, or he'll tell me, hey, you should go do, these are things that, we're just trying to feed ourselves. Our body doesn't always feel bad for no reason. It's trying to tell us like, hey, like you're needing something.
Yep.
So yeah. I'm behind.
You're only like 4 or 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Sarah, I'm sorry. That's hard. Hysterectomies are not fun because that messes up all sorts of hormonal stuff, and you have to like you're gonna need help, She's still talking about your bowling story. I'm sure it was not noticeable going to the car 3 different times to bring bowling balls in.
No, not at all. Especially
my question is, how did you get them back into the car? Did you make 3 separate trips?
I made 2.
Because I don't remember.
I don't know why I just
don't remember that
bag. I should have just grabbed the bag. I don't know. It was a mistake. I shouldn't even tried.
I'm trying to catch up. If there's something that if you see that I've missed you, and you really wanted me to say,
Tanya says it could try the foods we eat. We do that. That's where a lot of the all natural, like when we says we're natural living.
Believe it or not, Tanya, it actually started with diet for us. We ended up doing. I had enough. Like it was just one of those moments where I was just like, I cannot do this anymore. But I didn't really know where to start. I ended up doing, and this is not for everyone. I'm not saying everybody jump out and do this, but we ended up doing the Whole30 diet, which is basically where we only eat as natural as possible and we avoid common inflammatory foods. It is an extremely restrictive diet that you have for 30 days. And honestly, those 30 days, well, it took a week to adjust. So those last, 23 days, I guess, they were the best I had ever felt. I had plenty of energy. And I had learned that, not that I'm gluten intolerant, like I don't have celiac or anything like that, but I do know that gluten makes me feel more lethargic. And dairy, when I introduced, at the end of the 30 days, you reintroduce certain items very slowly to see how your body's affected. And dairy also caused a lot of like stomach problems. So I learned to limit those, and it really, really helped. I do love herbal teas. I don't take them as much as I should. I probably should get back into it. But because I have like a big basket full of different teas, and Joe's like, "Are you ever you like got all these teas?" And I'm like, "Yes, I will. I will. I need to get back into it." That's another one of those things I should get back into. But those are very good tips.
Yep.
Okay, Zombies 2, eBay question. My free listings went from 350 to 1,000 today. What happened?
It's a good question. I don't know if you upgraded your store, and that probably would do it. I know usually if your cycle with the eBay runs through the end of the month and it starts over on the 1st, then you are probably proof trustworthy thus far, and the system automatically allowed you to be able to list more items. So I would say that is probably the reason why is you've proved yourself worthy to have more.
Congratulations!
Yes.
You can't see everybody else in the chat clapping for you, but we're all clapping for you.
Yes.
It's okay, sunshine. I know that you're falling asleep and it's really late for you, so you have a good night.
Yes. You're 2 hours ahead?
Let's see.
Yeah. You're over by Nova Scotia, right? Is that even the different time zone?
Amanda Brown already answered. Good job, Amanda.
Yeah.
Way to be on it.
So, yes, there you go.
I'm sorry. TJ, you're going to have to talk to me about what dry needling is. Nail the needles? And what are we talking about?
TJ has lower back pains, and so it's a lot of
dry needling.
It's just
Should
needling.
I Google it?
You know, they put needles in to help
like
alleviate the pain.
acupuncture?
Probably something like that. And so
How
yeah,
come I've never heard that term before?
I don't know.
Dry needling.
I don't know. We have a very good chiropractor here in Conway that has a different approach to chiropractic.
Chiropractic?
Chiropractic. And we like it. I used to have a lot of back pains, and they've been gone. Not as bad as yours. I know yours is different, and you've gone to see a chiropractor and stuff. So yes.
Yes, Sarah, treat the source and not just the symptoms. And the funny thing is when you start looking into this requires doing this has the best long-term benefits, treating the source and not the symptoms, but it takes longer. So you're going to need a lot of patience.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're going to feel like you just want to give up.
Where's House when you need him?
I mean, because really, like sometimes it's just like I can't do this anymore. Like because sometimes you have to like try a whole bunch of things that don't work before you try something that might work.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like peeling an onion, right? So like every time you peel an onion, you see a layer. Like I know that there are some people who like have some kind of, you know, like they have like migraines or something, and then you start dealing with the migraines naturally. So you start, you know, adjusting your diet. And then the migraines start getting a little bit better, but then you start learning about leaky gut, and then you have to start healing your leaky gut. And then you realize that your leaky gut has been affecting your blood sugar. So like, you know, and it's just like, because our bodies are so amazing in the way that they really they work together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only a matter of time really before if something becomes off, that everything else starts kind of getting off too. So when you start working backwards, you're like peeling an onion and you're seeing all of these layers. So it's one of those things that is very, very rewarding and very awesome, except that you have to be patient with yourself and have lots of grace and learn to love the journey towards health. Like it's always an ongoing journey. You'll never arrive at perfect health. Well, until you're, you know, whatever you believe, until you've moved on or passed on. But, you know, here in this life, but, you know, different seasons will bring different issues and so on and so forth. So, that forward motion has to be the thing that moves you. Man, why do I get so deep so fast? I don't even know.
You're just in there.
I know it. I have never been tested for apnea. I've never been tested for apnea, but I don't know that I would have that issue. I'm not sure. Maybe Joe. My dog, Desi.
If I do, it's just because I feel like 270 pounds and should be like 210. But I've lost 16 pounds so far.
I'm glad, Ian's mom. I'm so glad that you found something that works for you.
Yep.
And that's the thing. That's one of the things that, I totally understand. And I don't think that you should not do that. I think that doing that, and then also if you want to go holistic, don't get off the medicine, but you can still go holistic and try to treat some of the underlying conditions while still being on the medication, as long as your doctor's okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Legal plants. And you're in New York, right? I'm pretty sure there's like no of the partially legal plant in some places in New York. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Let's see. Look at all these people. Anything natural for hypothyroidism? You'll have to message me, because for the longest time I thought that was my problem, was hypothyroidism. And it wasn't. So message me on Facebook, or I think we're friends on Facebook, and I will give you what I know.
Oh. Aaron had a comment, but we missed it.
What was it?
I don't know. I'm trying to look for it, even though it doesn't have what we're talking about now.
Well, we can still comment back.
I'm trying to find it, but then YouTube kicked me off.
How dare it?
I know. Aaron says some people, and then it jumped down to the bottom again. Some people are jerks. I would say nice. Joe, your belly personality is infectious.
Jessica.
Joe, you have gentle-looking eyes.
He does have gentle-looking eyes. He does. He definitely does.
Except when I get
Thank
like this.
you for that, Aaron. I appreciate it.
I'm like this. And then, you're in trouble when I get like this, because it's like I'm trying not to release the chaos that's on the inside and onto the outside.
Vicky does want to caution anyone who takes meds to talk to doctor before stopping meds or adding anything.
Exactly.
Definitely do that.
Because we're not doctors.
Yep.
And,
I, who knows, I don't even know a whole lot about homeopathic remedies and stuff. But even homeopathic remedies, I always talk to my doctor first. And when as a doula, if women ask me for certain things like that, I would say, here's some information on that, but the decision has to be between you and your doctor.
Yeah.
So good reiteration, Vicky. Let's see. That's so great, Melanie.
I think
Woohoo!
Trey said it was the first goodbye 9 minutes ago. So
Yeah,
we've got about 10 or 15 more minutes, and you jumped.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
The thing does that. I don't do it. What's up, Joni? Sewing scrunchies. My daughter loves scrunchies. My oldest.
She does.
She's all about it right now. I guess they're coming back. They were in when I was younger.
They were in
90s.
when I was younger.
And then they went away.
I didn't wear the
You didn't wear the scrunchies?
Nah, man, I ain't wearing no scrunchies. But they were in. They were in.
That's good to know, Ian's mom. My dad had a herniated disc too, and had to have surgery. But I don't know that he's seen a chiropractor. I'll have to ask him. What's up, Uncle Lee? Uncle Lee. I'm trying to go down there for crawfish season at some point.
Yeah, we never heard back on what we're going on with that.
I want some Louisiana crawfish is what I want. Melanie, somebody else suggested cupping. I have had that happen before. My massage therapist. I have lots of if you're ever in the Conway area and you need suggestions for any kind of chiropractic or whatever, physical therapy, whatever, I know people. But she did it, and it really helped for me. I don't know.
I like the cupping on my legs.
Yeah. Although it does make you look a little crazy for a little while.
It does. You get a little bruised and stuff.
But it's great. It feels great.
Eric says they are renting a 1,500 square foot building 2-day bin sale to test moving from eBay to retail.
I'm interested to know how that
Yeah.
goes. I know you're in the community page. I'm really interested. Just let me know. I'm interested. Let's
Only
see.
advice I would give is to make sure when it comes to the bin store loads is to have many different sources to be able to buy from with those, because they get hard to come by during certain times of the year, especially when people get lots of money. Like right now, truckload prices are so high. People are paying so much for truckloads. I imagine it's only a matter of weeks to start to flow down into pallets, because people got all these stimmies and tax returns, and they're just spending like $3,000 and $4,000 and $5,000 more on truckloads than what they usually go for.
For those of you who don't know, this is really hilarious. I wanted to point it out because it's funny. Because Melanie does not smoke, but when our live streams come on and she's at work, she has to take many smoke breaks, and I think her boss might be onto her. Amanda Brown says you were too cool for scrunchies. Thank you, Trey. Okay, it's a final goodbye time, so we're going to start wrapping this up. If you guys have any last-minute things you want to say or whatever you want to do. I actually kind of enjoy this more, like, intimate, it's probably not going to stay like this forever, but I really enjoy hanging out with you guys and being able to have these kinds of conversations. I don't know. Would you guys like it if I'd, sometime during the week did, like, a spontaneous, live stream, just y'all and me? Joe would probably be working, but I mean, I can
I guess you could do it on YouTube too.
Yeah, or I could do it on the Facebook group, whatever. I mean, you just let me know what you think. I just don't think that I'm connecting with you guys as much as Joe is, and I'm a little jealous of y'all's relationship, and I want to be.
People
friends.
are always like, "Where's Jessica?"
I want to be friends with you too.
We like you, Joe, but where's Jessica?
Let's see. I'm liking this conversation y'all are having here. Okay, hold on. Oops, I went too far. Up. Let's see. Good night, Toy Niece. We appreciate you.
I think, Sarah, that's the important thing.
Yes,
the important thing is to find out what works for you and do your own research and not believe what everybody else is saying will work for you, because everybody's body type is different. Everybody's situation is different. And it really takes an individualized approach to becoming whole, mentally, physically, emotionally. But they all go hand in hand together. And you've got to get individualized care.
You guys should look up. This is not like a tell-all, but it's a great place to start. It's called Your Body's Constitution. So when I'm looking for herbal remedies for myself, I know that there are two different types. There's like different types of constitutions. There's like you have a dry or a wet or a hot and a cold. So the way that your body just operates, like if you're somebody who is like naturally cold all the time, like if you just naturally run cold, or if you're somebody who naturally runs hot, or if you're somebody who just naturally drinks a lot more water than most because your mouth is dry. There's like little parts of you can look it up on Google and you can find these little like things to kind of help you understand your body more. Some herbal remedies may work better for you than for others. And that's a great place to kind of start. And if you have like a naturopathic doctor in your area, you could always talk to them and kind of ask. But I really do want you to know that even if you don't have one of those and you're on medications, herbal remedies can affect the efficacy of your medications. So be very careful about that. But like, for example, if you're nauseous, right, and you have one type of constitution, there's two different herbs that people usually recommend for nausea. One of them is peppermint, and the other is ginger. Ginger is hot and spicy. Peppermint is cool. So if you have a cool constitution, then peppermint's only going to make you colder, which may help with it may still help with the nausea, but also might, give you a cough or make you stay cold for too long and you're not comfortable, right? So you may benefit more from like ginger as opposed for nausea. So like for me, I'm actually, believe it or not, even though I have low iron and my limbs are usually very cold, my body constitution is actually very warm, and peppermint actually helps better for me. So just some little tidbits, but you guys can totally Google that, look that up. I'm not making that up. But I know you and Sarah were talking about how herbs work different for every person because we're all built differently. So that's one way. If you're kind of like, well, what kind of person am I? Or like, what kind of constitutions are my body? That's a great way to start the process of trying to find out, for you. Then once you can start choosing herbs, and you can start trying different herbs and remedies that match your particular constitution.
A lot of times it's just cutting back on the foods that are inflammatory to your body. And because your body's not having to worry about all the fighting the inflammation, and it can actually operate the way it's supposed to and heal itself.
Look, you guys really want to hang out with me? All right. Well, okay, so I'll let you guys know.
You tell Vicky that next time. Well, Vicky, you're probably listening. Vicky, you need to come with you need a Jackery.
A Jackery.
You need a portable battery charger and not have to worry about it.
Let's see. I'm going through here, just making sure.
I'm all about, Melanie says, I'm all about supporting Jessica to do whatever she wants to. But also, I'm the kind of guy, I'm not going to push her. I'm going to let her flow, figure out what she wants. And then I'm going to come underneath and support her and encourage her to do all those things. But I would love for her to do that sort of thing. If you noticed, I have been getting her in the season 2 vlogs. She's been in every vlog thus far. We have a new one coming out tomorrow. I got it edited today. I just got done filming a video today that it will come out Sunday or Monday. I'm not sure exactly when, but yeah.
Reading all of this, just trying to catch up, make sure that I'm not missing anything. All right, guys, it is now, what time is it my time? 8:17 or something like that? 8:20?
8:18.
8:18? Yeah. All right. So it is time. Maybe the Easter Bunny will bring Vicky a Jackery.
Don't get a Jackery. There's lots of other brands that are, and it's crazy on the Jackeries. There are some, I don't know why we're able to get so much for the Jackeries, but there are some, the Jackeries are going for $29 on eBay. But for some reason, eBay is pushing the heck out of our listing. And we've been getting $50 for the Jackeries.
Uncle Lee, if you get the crawfish, we will come.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting. My dad mentioned going down there and if we'd be interested, but then we haven't heard anything else. So I'm just saying, I'm all about some.
That's awesome.
Hey, y'all, I know you guys haven't met my Uncle Lee in real life, but he makes the best crawfish and alligator.
He does.
And he makes a really good gumbo, too.
We went and ate crawfish.
He's real Cajun, you know what I mean?
A couple weeks ago, and they were tiny crawfish. I want the in-season crawfish.
The Louisiana crawfish.
Yeah, that just got picked out of the bayou. Even though
all right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get off of here. But we love you guys. Thank you so much for a great conversation. Yes. Happy Easter to those of you who celebrate Easter. And until next time, guys.
Peace.
Peace.